Today, or rather tonight, we're using the GH7. Why? Just for fun. Because I can, right? Initially I wanted to use the Lumix, the S9, because I really like its size and everything. Plus, it really looks very nice with this camera, and it feels good looking at the camera and vlogging. Why? I don't know, but I will say that I think it was a crime, an offense, that Panasonic Lumix launched this stupid camera without this lens. This lens should have been compulsory sold with this camera, because it's the only way at least this camera makes sense. Anyway, that's a big rant, because I did just spend maybe half an hour mindlessly going through Cinema 4K, 422, 10i, 25p, shooting what I hope would result in the aliasing problem that we discovered in the last video with the Razer aliasing on the neon sign. So I tried to replicate it by shooting some light through these gaps here that simulate a very thin line on diagonal on the sensor to hopefully come up with a staircase aliasing problem. And what I'm hopeful is to be able to find at least one setting on either the GH7 or the S1 Mark II that will eliminate this aliasing problem, because whatever that setting is, maybe, hopefully it exists, it will be the setting that I at least know that the camera is not doing any funky thing like squishing the pixels, skipping the line, or whatever it is. It's a either true good quality super sampling, or it's a true readout, whatever the correct technological terminology is. It's the best one. For today, because of time, it is very mind-numbing to film these tests. And now I realize the value of all the other technical YouTubers. Gosh, it's really, really tiring. But today is just 25p. The goal for me at least is to find the best balance between file storage, data rate, and quality and ease of shooting. So that's the whole point of having cameras, at least for me. The ease of being able to pick up the camera, and I'm attracted enough to the camera, the controls, the ergonomics, the buttons, the feeling, the intuitiveness to shoot. And then after that, fall in love with the footage, the images, enough to want to continue doing that again. Because in my experience with using Sony, I never really fell in love with the images that I captured. I kind of always looked at them and felt like maybe I didn't really need to bring the camera along. It was kind of a pain. The lens was very big. The battery life was bad. This is old days of the Sony A7 Mark II and A7 Mark III. But it's a lot better now. I know, because we have one A7 Mark IV in the studio. It's just that I've never really felt connected to the images out of the Sony. And ever since the GH6, I keep falling in love with the process over and over again. And now this is me learning to engage in a different process of image making, which is making videos and talking and doing tests and actually sharing something with the world with you. So let's now go and see what I am yet to see. Okay, see you later, maybe, almost, maybe, bye-bye. Okay, so I've recorded the lights, and over here I honestly haven't labeled any of them, but what I was preliminarily doing was just going through the footage and checking this line, and wherever the line seems to have degraded, I will go and check what the spec was Okay, so we don't really need, I mean, the image is just this. It's just a bunch of nothing of this, just going through all the different 25p's possible. I want to zoom in, and we're just going to focus on the quality of the aliasing. The aliasing meaning how the sensor resolves diagonal lines on a grid. So this looks fine. Let's zoom out a bit. It'll be a bit more obvious. This drops a little bit, but that's still reasonable. This is very mushy because, let's check. I reckon it's HD. It's HD, so that's fine. Then this is sharp, a little bit more degraded, HD. Okay. This looks nice, smooth. This looks good. This looks okay. It's a little bit of staircasing going on, but I think it's still reasonable. 4K DCI. So the 4K DCI and I'm guessing that this is full regular Ultra HD 4K. They do have a little bit of staircasing, aliasing as compared to the full sensor. This is the 5.7K, and 5.7K looks good. 5.7K, this is the gold standard, the best detail resolution resolve, right? And then we start to get artifacts, and then HD. I think this might be ProRes RAW. Yes. So Apple ProRes RAW. Whoa, sorry, what am I looking at? Apple ProRes RAW 5.7K. This is probably RAW HQ. Aliasing looks also very good. The noise is normal. Looks good also. Looks nice. Looks good. What is this? HD. No. This is out of focus probably. Is there something that's in focus? Never mind. Generally still looks okay. I think it's probably one of those pixel crops on a Micro Four Thirds sensor. Overall, all the Apple ProRes stuff look very reasonable, and if it's mushy, it's HD. So Apple ProRes and ProRes RAW is generally good. This is very nice. Is this? This is ProRes 5.7K. So actually anything that is in 5.7K on the GH7 will resolve fine detail, especially in high contrast situations, quite well. I wouldn't say that the downsampling from 5.7K on the GH7 is bad. This is within reason. This is something that can be generally solved, and also please note that's what the full frame, the full image actually looks like. Nobody gives a damn. What does the 5.7K one even look like? Is it this? No. Like I have. Okay, let's see if I can find it based on image alone. Right, it has to be this one. This should be the 5.7. Yeah. So this is the 5.7K. If this is my golden holy standard, right, orange, and this is the worst. No, the worst would be 4K. This is the worst. 3.8. Yeah, okay. So this being the worst and this being the best, I think it's a reasonable drop. Yeah. Okay, now let's. Oh, also, I guess the point I wanted to make was, can you even tell? So this is the best, and this is the worst. Nobody cares. I mean, you can tell a little bit, but nobody's really looking at it. But if it does become a problem, that will be the problem, and the loss of detail is this much. It's not a lot. Okay, so let's see the S1 Mark II. I was an idiot, so I shot this at 60mm. This is the APSC crop at 3.3K. It actually looks quite good. I don't see any obvious issues. So let's do the same thing where we just cycle through. Now that is not natural, I think, because I think this is what a good aliasing is for a diagonal line of high contrast. This is where funkery starts to happen, and that is also funkery, and these are in 4K and 4K. So this is some version of DCI 4K, and this is also some version of DCI 4K. I'm not sure what it is. I don't care. This is fudged up. What is this? This is 4K. So it is true. Whatever footage I had and the Razer neon sign, it was kind of screwed up. And it is true. It's because the S1 Mark II does not do a good downsampling from its full sensor 5.9, 6K, whatever it is, down to 4K. It does not do a good downsampling. You can see a very obvious degradation from what should be smooth into this. Okay, so this is very bad. Let's name it lime, and then this clears up again, and this is HD. The irony, HD looking better than 4K. It's very disappointing. I guess this is the 3.3K again. Okay, so 3.3K, this is good. I think this is the 4K DCI. The 4K DCI, this has to be Ultra HD, 4K, 3840. This is another one. So this is bad, right? Lime. And then we're back to HD being good. This looks like, this is correct. This is what diagonal lines should look like. This is where the sensor is actually resolving what it's supposed to resolve. And my guess is that this is open gate. Full 6K. 5.9K open gate. Okay, so this is holy grail for the S1 Mark II. No funkery on the lines. This is also good. What is this? This is 5.9K by 2512. I think this is the Cinescope something. I'll find out later. I think so. Okay, this is also good. So anything in 5.9K is good. So let's name this orange. This is also good. What is this? 5.8K by 3312. Okay. But I think it's getting... No, it's I think it's reasonable. Let's give it orange. This looks good too. What is this? 5.7K by 3040. No idea what it is. We'll find out later. Up. This is starting to funk it up. This is the 5.1. 5.1K open gate, but this is very similar to the GH7's downsampling, which I would still say it's reasonable, so I'll give it a yellow, right? But it's definitely not this level of quality. This is also still okay. Give it a yellow. This looks good. This is Full HD. No, it's a 3.3K. 3.3K is also good, right? This is funkery. Funkery Town. Funkery Town, because this is 4K DCI. Lemons, limes. Definitely the worst of the lot is actually 4K DCI again. And this is 4K, the worst. The worst. Avoid this like the plague. I mean, it's gonna be fine. But if you ever did have any weird reasons why you didn't like the 4K image on the S1 Mark II, it's because of this. And then Full HD is still okay. And what the fudge is this? This is 4K 100p. Ah, I see. Also has a bit of funkery, but surprisingly, this is actually not as bad as, I mean, in my opinion. Look at this, come on. I mean, I am pixel peeping, I know, I understand, but it's this kind of thing that will kind of funk you up if you didn't know that the camera is doing this funky stuff. So you see the difference between this, and the best. That's the best. The best. The orange is the best. Yellow is reasonable funkiness, and green is, oh my gosh, this is bad. Okay, this is the Full HD, and honestly the 4K 100 is actually better than the 4K 25p. This is probably Full HD one. Oh, this is also 4K 100. And the problem is because it's in 4K, it's not. Look at that. Okay, wait, give me a second. This is 4K 100. I think this is reasonable. I may give it a yellow, right? Considering it's 4K 100. This is getting into bad town. This is DCI 4K 100. This is 3.3K 100. It's the 3.3K that's still better. That's still okay. This is 4K. This is 4K, DCI 4K 100, and then it's funking up the image again. So we can make it lime. This is terrible. This will not yield handsome results because now we can actually see how the sensor is giving up to give us the 4K. This is the worst actually. How do I make this teal? No, can't tell. What's a good color? Why don't you have red, violet? Okay, so these two are atrocious. Maybe I should just color all the limes violet. It'd be easier. This is also Funky Town, regular Ultra HD, 4K. Oh, what is this? Full HD. Okay. And what is this? Full HD 200p. Anyway, I said I was just gonna check out 25p, but just wanted to see how much does the image degrade. A lot, like a lot. And we're back to, I believe this is Apple ProRes RAW. That is what a diagonal line should look like on a good codec or a sensor. So we have good diagonal line, good diagonal line, good. Yes, good diagonal line, good questionable diagonal line. Okay, good. Oh, it's not a codec. Apple ProRes 422 4.8K is also funking it up. Lumix, what is this? Funking it up. Okay, clean, must be HD. Nope, 3.3K. I keep thinking the 3.3K is HD, but this is pretty good. Gold standard here. Okay. Ooh, this is very clean, but it almost looks blur. Is this Full HD? Hey, this 4K is good. What is this? ProRes RAW, right? So when we get into RAW, detail preservation is good, and this is why I think some of the filmmakers, they swear by certain codecs being better, and I really think it's because of these things. There are codecs within the camera that Lumix is just making compromises, which I really think they need to tell you, like in the menu system, they can just tell you landscape, 2 lines, 1 line. Then you know the compromise that you are working with, like landscape 1 line, 2 line, landscape 10 lines. What the hell, right? I mean, just to remind you that I don't even know where that problem is, but it's there. It's there. It's oh gosh, look at that. Ugh. I don't even know where that is, but yeah, it looks okay. I just want to say it really looks fine. You truly can't tell when you view it the way it's supposed to be viewed. But we are here as nerds to see what the sensor is seeing and to see what the sensor is doing. And that's what the sensor is doing. So all these are fine. I think this is the 3.3K, and holy shit, this is ProRes 422 HQ 4K. I think it's safe to say that this Lumix S1 Mark II, for all the purple stuff, it is 4. It's in DCI 4K, DCI 4K. I don't know what this is, 4.8K. Anything to do with 4 will be an issue. Okay, this is not fair. This is the high speed stuff. So let's ignore the high speed stuff. This is, I guess this one was reasonable at 3.3K, right? And then we come to 4K DCI and 4K DCI. And all the good stuff are either 5.9, 5.9, 5.9, 5.8, 5.7. This is the 5.1K open gate, I believe. And I think that's where it really stops. That's where all the engineering stops. It becomes, this is the lowest point you should, no, this is, I put this into the pink, the violet. What is this? 5.1, 5.1K. So I think the lowest quality, the lowest acceptable quality here at least is 5.1K. And I think the only reason to shoot at 4K for this camera would be for the sake of high frame rate. Everything else, I think you can give it a miss unless you're using anamorphics with the 3.3K. I think that's also alright. And if possible, 5.9. Everything 5K. This thing should be used as a 5K, everything in 5K, and then you let Resolve or Premiere do the downsampling. Don't even bother with the 4K, because everything that is within the 4K realm, it at least as of this firmware, does not perform well. It doesn't do the super sampling properly in the camera at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reconfigure my custom settings to only shoot 25p and 50p in 5.1K or 5.9, right? And the 4K comes out only for high frame rates. And if I remember correctly, if I want 180 frames, full HD APS-C crop is actually pretty good. So that's the findings. The GH7 is, when it comes to image detail retention, GH7 is still superior. This one is also DCI. I think generally Panasonic doesn't do DCI 4K so well. Look at this lemon over here also. But even this lemon on the GH7 Wait, this is not the GH7. This is back again. This is the S1 Mark II. These are the S1 Mark II's craps. This is GH7. Yes, so GH7 has a much more filmic response to detail, which is there is none of that perceivable digital sharpening, which a lot of people talk about on the S line of the new PDF S line series of cameras, and for good reason, is because of shite like this. And this, although is very extreme in its case, I do believe when it's the whole image, you can't really put down in words exactly or in pixels exactly why you don't like the image. But I reckon it's because of things like this happening all over the image. Just too much sharpening and poor resolution scaling. So that's my findings, and I hope that was useful. I think this will be another very long video. This thing has been recording for 22 minutes of exploration, deep diving into pixels, but I found it very, very interesting. I found it very exciting, and I'm kind of super excited to reconfigure my camera, go outside and shoot, and see if I fall in love with the images even more, you know? So that's about it. I think right now is way too late. 12 a.m. Thank you for watching. I hope this was informative to you. Sorry for the rambling, but it makes making these kind of videos a little bit more fun for me, because I feel like I'm talking to myself, two, talking to some of you guys in the comments. So don't need to like, don't need to share, don't need to subscribe. I have a lot of fun making these on my own, but if you do, thank you. If you don't, it's fine. All right, see you. Bye bye.